Shalom, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to the man of the Lord who's pushing this word day in and day out throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. And also shalom to all the sisters out there who's just sitting back, paying attention, listening, and learning in silence. I want to say shalom to you as well. It has been on me for a few days now to do a lesson on this release of this demon, Barabbas, Vibes Cartel. And today I feel like getting into it. And I was just watching some videos on YouTube of how our people are acting because of the release of a murderer, someone who the entire world know that committed murder, right? And it's just hilarious, man. It's funny to see how our people are acting, you know. But without further ado, let me get into a precept first before I play the video. And this is yeah, Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9, just to let you know that we are back again, living in ancient times, in modern times, right? And it reads, the thing that hath been, meaning the thing that happened before, right? It is that which shall be, meaning that thing that happened before, it is going to happen again, as in the case of Barabbas, Vibes Cartel. And that which is done is that which shall be done, right? Because we know that back in the days, the people chose Barabbas over Yahushai, right? Even though the Romans found no fault with Yahushai, the people still wanted Yahushai to go to prison and Barabbas to be free, right? And this is what happened again right now. Barabbas is free. The murderer is free, right? Let me read it again. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So this precept is telling you that there's no new thing under the sun. Everything that happened before is going to happen again or has happened already, right? Come on. Yeah. Yeah. So lucky for that. Yeah. So there's no new thing under the sun, man. But without further ado, let me get into this real quick, right? This is our people acting stupid and erratically. Watch this.
I'm feeling overwhelmed, nah lie. Him deserve this. Where's the boss sick and all of them something there? Oh God, man, I feel it for him, man. Him deserve this, man. See, I me a bleach and I sun, me there, no bleach has not going a sun. And I can't tell me there in the sun today, right now. Why cartel do this? Make me there in the sun. One Adisha Palmer. Hear that danger talking. I'm feeling great. See, I'm dancing. Are you excited? When the guys are with the life over there. Big up cartel. I don't know Tasha ever bless you. I'm England. I represent here. I'm there up on the ground right now. Yes, I did. I'm feeling great. And I mean, he's something big in the UK, and we love him over there, and we need to see him soon in concert. After so long, he will have even a bigger impact after today. What would you like to say? I just like to say, Cartel, I don't know, I can't wait to see you. Big up yourself, life over there. A PNP time. Time come. Look at the world, boss.
Yo, I can't even watch anymore, right? I can't even watch anymore because watching this is just making me like I'm just angry at the way these people are acting, you know? But I'm not angry because they're celebrating the release of this man. This is why I'm angry, right? This is why I'm angry. Jeremiah 2 and verse 21. This is why I'm angry. It's like, yet I had planted thee a noble vine, right? Holy and right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine? Like, our people never used to be like this. Our people never used to be such a degenerate. They never used to be such a stupid people, right? These people are lost. They're gone, right? There's no coming back for these people, right? Because the Most High planted you or thee or us a holy vine, a noble vine, a right seed. How then did we turn into this freaking degenerate plant? Look at our people. A bunch of degenerates, them, man. A bunch of degenerates. How did they turn out to be this way? Right? Watch this. This is Hosea 4 and verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. So, because you people have forgot the laws of our power, your children has now become these degenerates. You have now been separated from the vine. A bunch of bug outs celebrating the release of a murderer, right? But let me get into the topic of this lesson real quick. Sorry I strayed off from there, but I was so angry, man. Yeah, so I want to start at Luke, and I want to start at Luke 23 and starting at verse 13. And the topic of this is Pilate seeks Yahushua's release, right? All right, and Pilate, when he had called together the chief priests and the rulers and the people, right? So these people are all Israelites that he called. He called them to gather together because they wanted to discuss the release of Yahweh Shai, right? Right. So he said unto them, ye have brought this man unto me, which is Yahweh Shai, as one that perverted the people, right? But these people reject knowledge, right? How did how did he, Yahweh Shai, pervert the people? By speaking the truth. So in today's day, we, the men of the Lord, the prophets, are on the highways teaching the people. But what? The people think are they consider us to be false prophets because they think we are perverting the people by speaking the truth, right? And it reads, and behold, I have examined him before you, have found no fault in this man, touching those things whereof he accused him. So even though these people out there in the streets today are accusing the prophet, starting from Apostle Dahar all the way down of teachings a false doctrine, when you really look into the scriptures, there's nothing false about what we're doing. Everything that we're teaching is all according to the scriptures, right? So the same thing that happened before is the same thing that happened again, right? And it says, no, nor yet Herod, for I sent you to him, and lo, nothing worthy of death is done unto him, right? And it reads, I will therefore chastise him and release him. So Herod wanted to just, just give him a little bit of a punishment, right? Because just to keep those people happy, and then he would release him, right? And it reads, "For if necessary, no, for of necessity, he must release one unto them at the feast." So there were two people, two um, imprisoned at this time, Yahushai and Barabbas, right? And they cried out all at once, saying, "Away with this man, and release unto us Barabbas." right? So these people hated the truth, hated Yahweh Shai so much that they wanted Barabbas to be released. Now, in today's society in Jamaica, where this Barabbas was released, there's a ton of people sitting in prison right now without a trial date, without a court date. I haven't even seen the judge, just been there for years. Why? Because they have no money, they have no family, so they're lost in the system, right? But these people who were protesting, who is now celebrating the release of Vibes Barabbas or Barabbas, these people, you don't see them protesting saying, let go of these all these innocent people that you guys have behind bars. No, they're not protesting that, but they're protesting the release of who? Barabbas. Vibes Cartel Barabbas, right? And it reads, who for certain sedition made in the city and for murder was cast into prison. So this Barabbas was cast into prison for murder. This Barabbas Vibes Cartel was cast into prison for murdering a so-called person whose name is Lizard. Funny that right now the man get released and the man himself look like a lizard. You know? So you kill the man lizard and now you looking like a lizard. Anyway, all right, so verse 20. Pilate, therefore, willing to release Yahushai, spake again to them, but they cried, saying, crucify him, crucify him. So pretty much they're saying, crucify the innocent man, even though they found no fault with him, crucify him still, but let go Barabbas. And he said unto them the third time, why? What evil hath he done? I have found no cause of death in him. I will therefore chastise him and let him go. Verse 23. And they were instant with loud voices requiring that he might be crucified. And the voices of them and of the chief priests prevailed. And Pilate gave sentence that it should be as they required, right? And he released unto them him that for sedition and murder was cast into prison, whom they had desired, but he delivered Yahushua to their will. So pretty much these people, King Herod, delivered Yahushua to their will because they wanted him to be put to death. So this is what happened to Yahushua. But the prisoner, the murderer, the thief, they let go because the people wanted to let for him to be let go. So when you look at it in today's day, this Vibes Barabbas who committed murder, you know, for who killed Lizard, all right, they wanted to let him go, which they did, right? They did let him go. And now the place is celebrating the release of a murderer, right? They're celebrating the release of a murderer, right? But when you go back into Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, it said the thing that has been, which we know that happened before, it is that which shall be done. And that which is done, it is that which shall be done. And there's no new thing under the sun. So the thing that happened before, which would happen to Yahweh Shai and Barabbas, that thing just happened again with Vibes Cartel, you know, and there's many different people in the system, many different people, innocent people in the system in Jamaica, right? But the people them are not protesting for them to let those people go, but they were protesting to let Vibes Barabbas go, even though they know that Vibes Barabbas did all these murders, you know? But these are the reasons why, you know, these people are a bunch of buggers, man, because it reads again, you know, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So a bunch of dummies, man, because thou hast rejected knowledge. How did they reject knowledge? By not listening to the prophets on the highways and the byways. All the knowledge that you need is in the scriptures, man. That's it. But they reject the scriptures, they reject the Bible, they place that aside, right? And what they're doing, they're listening to these degenerate music that breaks them down, right? I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of Yahweh. So you forget the laws of Yahweh, and Yahweh will also forget thy children, right? It reads, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children, right? And because of you know, your forefathers forget the laws of Yahweh, it causes their children to also reject the laws of Yahweh. And for, you know, so what happened? Yahweh forgot their children, right? But when you go into Jeremiah 2 and 21, it says, Yet I planted thee a noble vine, right? A holy seed, a holy and right seed. How then art thou turned into this degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me, right? The Most I can't recognize you anymore. You're a different breed of people, man, right? A different breed of people. So again, they let Barabbas go, and now the people are celebrating the degeneracy of our people has gone to the dogs, man. All right? And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the man of the Lord who's pushing his word through the four corners of the earth. Shalom.